Replicants are bioengineered humans created to perform off-world slave labor. After numerous replicant slave rebellions, their manufacture was prohibited. Wallace, whose mass-scale synthetic farming saved humanity from famine, created a new line of replicants that did not rebel, but obeyed. Those who hunted the older model rebellious replicants still go by the name Blade Runner. A new model replicant hunter goes to an isolated farm. On the farm he finds a late model replicant who tells him, "You kill your own kind because you have never seen a miracle." The Blade Runner, known as K, retires the replicant. He reports this action to his superior, Lieutenant Joshi. K sees something unusual, a flower placed in reverence at the base of a tree. He directs his flying scanner to search the area. The scanner discovers a buried box. Lieutenant Joshi tells him she'll send someone to retrieve it. K returns to headquarters to be baseline tested. The baseline test ensures that he has not developed any rebellious abnormalities. K goes home to his apartment and turns on Joy, his computer-generated holographic girlfriend. K has bought Joy an expensive gift. It is called an emanator. Joy is no longer tethered to his apartment. She is now portable and can go anywhere she wants. They go up on the roof in the rain. Lieutenant Joshi sends a voice message to K about the contents of the box. K returns to headquarters, where Lieutenant Joshi and two forensic experts examine the contents. It contains bones that were placed in the box 30 years ago. They are from a woman who died in childbirth. There are replicant serial numbers on her bones. In private, Lieutenant Joshi tells K that this is impossible, a pregnant replicant. This information is too disruptive. All evidence must be destroyed. She orders K to find the child and retire it. K begins to understand what the replicant meant when he said, "Because you have never seen a miracle." K goes to the Wallace Corporation to identify the childbearing replicant through DNA records. The chief assistant for Wallace is signaled by this check. Her name is Love, and she is a special replicant. She meets with K, presumably to help him. She explains that her boss, Wallace, changed the technology of the replicants. She plays an old voice recording from the replicant that K requested. K recognizes the voices of Rachel and Deckard. Love wants to know the reason for his investigation. K does not tell her. K questions Deckard's old partner, Gaff. Gaff says Deckard likes living alone in isolated places. Love goes to see Wallace. They examine a new female replicant. Wallace deactivates the new model in front of Love. Tyrell's final trick, procreation, perfected, then lost. He wants to know how this is possible. It is vital to production. Love must follow K and learn the secret. It is the future. A replicant named Freza tells 3 human prostitutes to question K. The prostitutes talk to K. They become disgusted when they realize he's a Blade Runner. But the one named Mariette seems to like K. She stays and talks with him. K returns to the farm to search for more clues. He uncovers a date, 6/10/21, carved into the base of the tree. This triggers an important memory. K burns down the house. Love breaks into the forensic lab and steals Rachel's bones. Lieutenant Joshi is upset because the bones have been stolen and K's investigation is moving slowly. K tells her his memory about a toy wooden horse he had as a child. K researches the DNA archives for children born 6/10/21. He turns on Joy to help him with the computer search. Joy points out that this date is the same as the one carved into the base of the wooden horse in his memory. K finds an abnormality. 2 children, a boy and a girl, who had identical DNA, were both processed at an orphanage. The girl, however, died. K and Joy go to the orphanage. They fly over a junkyard. Kay's vehicle is hooked by scavengers, which causes it to crash. The scavengers attack Kay, but he fights them off. Kay continues on and finds the orphanage. Kay meets the head of the orphanage and checks their records, but their records have been destroyed. Kay finds his way to the furnace room, where he remembers hiding the toy wooden horse. He finds it. The date is carved into the base, just as he remembered. Joy is convinced that Kay is the special child of Deckard and Rachel, born, not made. Kay still has his doubts. He thinks the memory could be an implant. Kay goes to Dr. Anna. She is the memory designer who designed his memories. She lives in a confined space behind a glass wall because of her compromised immune system. Kay asks, "How can you tell if a memory is real or implanted?" She looks at the memory he wants her to check. She cries and says, "Yes, this really happened." Kay is now convinced that he is the special child. When he goes outside, he is arrested by the LAPD. Kay fails his baseline test. It's not even close. Lieutenant Joshi is angry and asks what's going on. "You're miles off baseline." Kay lies and tells her he found the child, and it's done. It's over. She tells him to surrender his gun and badge, and that he has 48 hours to get back on track or be retired. Kay returns home, and Joy has invited a real woman, Mariette, to be her surrogate. Joy syncs herself with Mariette's body, so Kay can have a real-life experience. While Kay is distracted, the surrogate, Mariette, puts a tracking device in his coat. Mariette insults Joy when she leaves. Kay explains he needs to go on the run. Joy wants to go with him, but it is a real risk for her, because if anything happens to the Emanator, she will be lost forever. Kay has the toy wooden horse analyzed. The horse contains traces of a specific radiation that indicates one location. Love goes to Kay's apartment and realizes that Kay is running. Kay goes to Las Vegas, where a dirty bomb was detonated. He scans the area for heat and life. He finds something. Love goes to Lieutenant Joshi's office and questions her about Kay. Lieutenant Joshi tells her, "You're too late. It's gone. He destroyed it." Love stabs Lieutenant Joshi, then uses her face to access her computer. She locates Kay in Las Vegas. Kay enters an old hotel. He searches it and finds signs of occupancy. Deckard comes out of the shadows aiming a gun at Kay. He believes Kay to be a runner there to retire him. Kay jumps off a balcony to escape. They fight in the Elvis Pavilion, then decide to stop. Kay asks Deckard about Rachel and their child. Deckard tells him that the child was left at an orphanage to protect it, knowing its uniqueness would be exploited if discovered. Love has located Kay and arrives in force. Deckard is taken prisoner. Love destroys Joy's Emanator. Kay is left for dead. The Replicant Freedom Movement finds Kay because of the tracking device planted by Mariette. They bring him back to the city. Kay meets Freyza, the leader of the Replicant Freedom Movement. She was there when the child was born, and she was there when Rachel died. The baby means we are more than just slaves. A revolution is coming. I want to free our people. Dying for the right cause is the most human thing we can do. Kay learns that the special child was a girl, and that the story of the boy was a deception. He realizes the memory of the horse was implanted by Dr. Anna. All his best memories are hers. Freyza sympathizes with Kay's pain, that he is not the special one, that he is not the one who is wanted and loved. Deckard is brought to Wallace. Wallace wants the unique specimen that will unlock the secret of replicant reproduction. He tempts Deckard to help him with a replicant that looks like Rachel. Deckard rejects the copy. Her eyes were green. Love retires the replicant. Kay sees a huge holographic advertisement for the Joy program. He realizes that she was only a sophisticated program created by the Wallace Corporation, and that she was being used to spy on him. He remembers Freyza saying, "Dying for the right cause is the most human thing we can do." and the replicant farmer saying, "Because you have never seen a miracle." Love is taking Deckard to a place where they will extract the information from him. Kay, realizing his mission, takes off after them. Kay intercepts and shoots down one of the escorts. He shoots down the second escort. He disables Love's vehicle and it crash lands on the beach. Kay lands beside their disabled vehicle. Kay fires into the craft, killing the driver. Love fires back. Kay sustains a serious wound. Kay fights Love and defeats her. He rescues Deckard. Deckard tells Kay, "You should have killed me." Kay responds, "You died in the crash." That's what the report will say. Kay takes Deckard to see his daughter, Dr. Anna. He gives Deckard the toy wooden horse. Kay has received a fatal wound and is dying. Anna creates the memory of snow. Beautiful, isn't it? Deckard sees his child Anna for the first time. Kay lies on the steps. He has protected the miracle. He has given his life for the cause. No tears in the rain, just the sound of gently falling snow, and the feeling, "I have done my best and can do no more."